Oh, hey there, guys. Welcome to Wasteland Games. This is going to be, I guess, like the first video in a series of craft related videos. I'm not too sure how many I'm going to do like this, but I thought about doing some, interesting quick builds for the viewers that I've got that have like, young kids that want to get into the game and kind of want to build something really cool, but you don't want them to be messing around with stripping paint or using a Dremel to dig the body out and stuff like that. So, I thought, well, why not just take like a stock car like the Rodger Dodger, and this is kind of like the remake version of the classic Rodger Dodger. But what I was thinking was, you know, trying a new method of modifying a car, and basically you can just get some water and some white glue, and you're gonna want to kind of mix that up. Maybe use a better like a like a cup or something like that for the glue. Might be a little bit better than using a plate like I did here, but this is kind of what I had, lying around because I don't know, it's just what was there, so I decided to use it. But yeah, you're gonna mix water and glue, and then take a good old piece of toilet paper. Yes, that's right, toilet paper. Doesn't have to be quilted or anything special, but this is actually quilted or patterned is actually probably even better because you'll probably get like a really good effect if you do use something like I've got here. And yeah, this is the first time I'm trying this, so as you'll see, didn't really quite work out the first for the first piece. So what you're going to end up probably doing is actually putting some glue on the car here. What I was trying to do was just wrap the vehicle first and maybe see if that will do anything, but it proved to be just making a mess. The toilet paper just kind of fell apart. So I decided to actually just glue the white, put the white glue right on the surface, and start having an area where the toilet paper will actually stick to. Now, the fact that this is going to be more of a layering kind of technique, you can start off with, yeah, little pieces, around the trunk lid and like the roof of the car. And once you put a little bit of glue down on the actual car, and then you put your piece of toilet paper on top, or even paper towel. Paper towel could work as well. You can you could try that. But and basically, you're going to want to put the glue on top of it as well, and then just use the wet brush to kind of push the toilet paper into areas where you want it, and even kind of start creating like a little bit of a pattern. Starts to create like little ridges and bubbles, and it's going to make basically the idea is make the metal, or make the car look like it's got either really wrinkled and busted metal or rusted out, and you can kind of choose what you want to do with it. But it's a really easy way to add some pretty cool effect to the car itself, and really really cheap as well. So I mean, since the toilet paper just soaks up water so quickly, it's just really easy to even use the brush to just tear off pieces and just move it around the way you wanted. I kind of had a plan of just painting the glass, and I mean you could put your own armor bits and stuff like that as well to the vehicle. I was even thinking I should have, if I wanted to, I could have put a gun on this, like actually glued it either with the white glue, or just wait until later on, as you'll see them when the car dries, to kind of add a weapon to it. But for this purpose of this video and this sort of almost like a mini tutorial, I kind of wanted to focus on just really making the body look pretty good, and yeah, just trying to use a little bit of toilet paper and simple glue to make it look pretty cool. So yeah, you're gonna want to just kind of keep adding, a little bit more, some layers, and just really adding some additional glue at the end. Once you're pretty happy with your look, but don't because it's really really wet. You want to kind of move it around like or dab it very slowly and very very evenly, because you can really just move that toilet paper around quite easily. It can just like come off completely in one shot. So you want to just kind of be gentle at this point with it, and see, as you can see here, it just flakes off like really really easy. But I mean, I get you do your do one side and just move around to the next side and do like the same method, just like adding a little bit of glue and then putting some little pieces of toilet paper on it as you go. Yeah, so once you've got all the paper on there and you're pretty happy with it, I let this one dry overnight. I kind of put it like in a windowsill and just let it dry, and it's super super crusty. It's so kind of amazing how it's literally like paper mache all over it. I was actually pretty impressed at how it turned out, and I'm gonna be doing this again as well. This is sometimes I also like to do like sort of like a practice car and just kind of kind of figure out how it's going to work. So yes, I mean with this one, what I wanted to do is just start off with a base color of red. Actually, I primered it. I should mention I primered it in this like red oxide color, sort of like a rusty color, but that wasn't going to be the base, and I wasn't really going to make the car look. The intention really wasn't to make it look like it was completely rusty, but you can easily use this method to make like pretty insane looking, rusted bodies. And I was sort of thinking, yeah, okay, maybe I'll make it a little bit of both, but I was kind of going with more of the beat up look, and I just kind of wanted to show you guys like what you can do with just some really simple base paint and some dry brushing. And again, this is geared toward like some younger kids that want to build some cars and don't have don't really want to take paint off, and can't really dig into the metal with any kind of specialized tools like Dremels. So you can do something like this really with just some white glue and simple paper like toilet paper. Even like you could probably try like newspaper as well. If you soak it pretty good, but and paper towel would work great, I think, as well. But the toilet paper itself was really good. So you'll probably hear actually my some sounds in the background. I bought a synthesizer lately. Actually got a really good deal on a good one, and one of my family members is actually just playing in the background. So you'll probably hear some interesting tunes as they try to figure out how to use it. So once I got the base red, kind of covering the majority of the car, I started to I wanted to highlight it. I was thinking sort of like the Mopar orange kind of color originally, and so I just kind of picked this lighter shade of orange. It's just something that was lighter than red, and then I probably should have just kind of gone with that, but then I decided to actually make it even lighter and just use some white to mix it together. So I use a combination of red, orange, and white, and in this stage you're going to want to kind of do the dry brush method. So you want to mix your paint and then try to remove a decent amount of paint, maybe not all of it, and because this thing has got so many bumps and ridges on it, you can just simply glide the brush over top of it and begin to highlight it. So as you may notice, I've gone increasingly lighter as with each layer. So now I'm really trying to get like almost like a white on the top of the car. So I was trying to make the top portion lighter than the sides. I did actually go back and I put some like additional orange on the sides as well, and I thought maybe I should try to make it look a little less pink. This is the way the color was going, but I kind of didn't mind it. I thought, what, why don't we just kind of focus on how to make these wrinkles like really stand out. And I mean, you can use any color you want, it doesn't really matter. You can even do this in like maybe like one small section, or even if you have like say like a car that has a hood that comes off, you can like kind of do this to just the hood and then like reattach it somehow. I was actually thinking about doing that myself for the next time I do this, but yeah, it was pretty cool pretty pleased with how this was looking. So after I kept, kind of dry brushing the vehicle itself, I decided to just kind of detail, the engine and the side the side mesh and everything like off camera. Kind of detailed it, the exhaust and everything. Very similar to what you've seen before. And I thought, well, you may not have to see that right now, but I just kind of wanted to share like how I kind of built up the look of the wrinkling on the car, and kind of making the wheels themselves like kind of match as well. So this is what the final result is. I ended up painting the front glass with the black as well as blue, and I did some highlights there to make the windshield look reflective. I think it turned out pretty good, a lot better than I had done in the past. I had tried several videos ago to try that, and it didn't really quite work out that well, but this one's actually done a little bit better. The mesh and everything I didn't make really rusty. Again, I kind of wanted to contrast it from the vehicle itself. Painted the headlights, touched up the wheels and everything black again, made some reflectors red at the back, and yeah, it's 100% done. So hopefully you guys like this build. Please like and subscribe if you like, and hopefully you're all doing well, and thanks for stopping by.